Alright guys, in this video, we're just going to use some good old hyper offense with Terra Fairy D-Knight, Ogerpon, Terra goes Valiant, and then this demonic Kyurem set. I don't actually know what the spread does. I created it at one point and then I forgot. Assume the attack is just to have extra damage, but this is the team that Gamma used versus me, except I think he had a Roaring Moon on that team, so I just replaced it with Dragonite. But yeah, I mean, it looks decent. It looks like it can apply a ton of pressure, but let's take it for a spin, see how it does. All right, we have game number one. I will leave this team link in the paste down below, but I was just thinking about Dragonite and how it's going to become Mega with 700 BST, with multi-skill, with a free Dragon Dance into whatever insane ability they're going to give it. But we'll see. All right, opponent side, we're playing against Yu-Gi-Oh! Shout out to Yu-Gi-Oh! Team looks really annoying, actually. This actually looks quite bad, but maybe we can force some crazy things with Ogerpon. See how that goes. Kyurem also looks... Wait, Kyurem might 6-0 them, depending on the Heatran set. So we'll definitely stick around for that. Here, I'm definitely cool with leading Ogerpon. Darkrai is a little annoying, but we're just going to hard Scizor, because Scizor should be able to pivot out unless it's Specs. If it's Specs, we'll cry, but we can't do much about that. Alright. They click Nasty Plot. Do we drop the Dark Pulse? Surely not. Oh, quick shoutouts to my member. I still had this pulled up from the previous video. My members. Alright, let's see. Darkrai, Nasty Plot. Oh, buddy, it is. Alright, we're gonna hard Valiant then. And we're gonna force this to Terra. Which we did. Alright, we're gonna... Okay. Sure. Somehow we just forced that guy out. I'll take it. Now we're gonna try to get rocks up here. No poison is great. We'll just go for rocks. Into Gliscor, we'll click Taunt. Expecting it to be... Actually, it's probably Swords Dance fast, but taunting is nice in general. Okay, it's not. Look for knockoff. That still could be Swords Dance. Could also be something else, but I think Ogerpon is probably pretty safe here. Yeah. And then we'll SD here, and if they bring in Weezing, we're just gonna Terra and Oko it. Like, this drops, right? It's close, actually. It might be close. Zingalar. Ogerpon. Wellspring. Terra Water. It's a roll, but fuck it, we ball. Nice! It's a roll immensely favored to us if you consider the crit chance too. Yeah, because this is already like, what, 82.4, and then you had crit chance, it averages to like, what, 88? So that's nice. Oh, I seem to have lost my... Uh-oh. Wait a minute. We might be cooked by the Za. Fellas. Fellas, we might be cooked. I'm just gonna sack Scizor here. Hopefully they don't IDEF again. Nice, nice, nice. Oh my god, wait. We lived, so they can go for another one. Wait, we might just lose, honestly. Wait, there's sub? Oh, hell nah. We do lose. Valiant somehow eat a hit. And we'll Moonblast. Oh, maybe we had to stay in with Ogerpon. Yo, we're cooked, guys. We're actually cooked. Lando should eat one, but then what, right? Yeah. Yo, hyper offense. Always be weak to Zamazenta somehow. I'm telling you, I'm telling you. Alright, Dragonite. Hopefully can crit or something. Wait, we have Terra Blast. We can, if we live this hit, we're fine. Oh my god, we have to live. It's a roll, it's a roll. Oh! It's such a disaster. It's such an immense disaster. Double teched? Nope. Alright, that's GG. We'll move on to the next game. That crazy turn one nasty plot versus what was it, Ogre? I forget. That crazy turn one nasty plot. What if we U-turn? Damn. They got us. They got us. No coping. Right. Scizor looks pretty good in this matchup with Defog. Basically prevents webs for life and also would beat like a Weavile lead or a Hat lead. Would scare him out. Okay. I think we're just gonna knock here. I guess we can U-turn. U-turn's pretty free. Yeah, U-turn's way better because Raging Bolt comes in. We're chilling versus it. Trying to think if Ogre Pawn or Kyurem is better here. Low-key, it might be Kyurem. Yeah, I don't mind Kyurem here. They do get burned with Flame Orb, so knocking that would have actually been pretty nice. It's fine. They're probably just going to go Ninetales here. We'll click DD. And then we'll go Scizor. No, we'll Spear once. See how much that does. Just get some chip on this Ninetales. They go for Veil. We'll protect the stall at the Veil. We're basically revealing our set, but it's fine. Not basically. We literally are revealing our set. Alright. Here we're going to go Scizor. Nice. They don't double. And now we can hit a U-turn. Presumably on Ursaluna or Raging Bolt. Nasty plot. That is pretty nasty. I mean, Ogre Pawn? And then they probably go Cha here because they don't want to get Encored. Okay, or not. My apologies, fellas. Alright, we're going to defog here. I'm tired. I've had enough. And now we're going to U-turn. Not respecting T-Bolt there. Yep. And now we can bring in Valiant pretty safely to go for the Encore. Okay. Wait, can we just Calm Mind and win? I think so. I don't know if Ninetales lives this here. Let's find out. It might just be game, honestly. Here I kind of want to just Terra. I don't think I need Terra for anything else. And if we can Oko this hat instantly, it's just Jove. But the realist in me thinks it's a bad idea. So I'm just going to Shadow Ball. Yeah, because this could easily Terra. It goes for Trick Room. Okay. I am down to hard Scizor here. Not respecting. Oh, whoa. Life Orb. That did a lot. Well, if they Terra, we can Terra. But nah, I don't think we need to. BP should be enough. Okay, Ursaluna's in. It's just a Lando sack? Yeah, it's just a Lando sack. I don't need it. Scizor is a bit more useful. And this Ursaluna is going to knock itself out, knocking out Landorus, which is okay. Here I'm down to Valiant. Yeah, I'm down to Valiant. Okay. We'll just Moonblast. They can't let us Calm Mind here, so they're just gonna Thunderbolt or something, and Moonblast should knock it out. Pretty interesting game so far. Navigating Hail Veil, but we're very lucky to have Scizor. Without Scizor, we're probably cooked. I can't even lie. Alright, so it looks like they're going to sack Cha to bring in the hat. We're just going to hard Scizor on this every time. I think this is just objectively the correct play. Because now we can Ogerpon and one-shot this with Terra Cudgel. Okay, they make a nice play going Bolt. Wait, Loki is a little scary now. But we're going to play rough here, expecting them to Thunderbolt. Yeah, great. You know, if they clap there, I think we might have actually lost to Weavile. But now we should be good. Yeah, because their Life Orb, we knock it out. Yeah, if they clap there, it low-key was kind of scary, but I know nobody is clapping in that situation. So, alright, let's move on to the next. Hyper offense is so tricky because you have to position yourself exactly in order to win games. You have to save your Terra for the exact right time too, or you're cooked. In this case, Kyurem looks so disgusting actually. It might just win instantly, but we're going to try to break them enough so we can go for that. I think it's just Scizor lead. The reason I picked Scizor is because I don't expect Cinderace to lead into Lando. I felt like it was Ogerpon as their best lead, or even Tinglu, but they go for Slowking for some reason. We're just going to U-turn here. Yeah. Reveals Helm on Corv, sure. I'm actually quite weak to Corv. No Kizzy. Alright, we'll try to Rocks, maybe. Force a Helm chip on this guy. But the Corv set revealed will show us if our Kyurem just beats it. Alright, here I'm going to make a crazy play. No, it's way too crazy. Nah, we're going for it. We're going to make a crazy play. We're going to Ogerpon on the Ivy Cudgel. And then we're going to go for Power Whip on U-turn. So if they win the tie, yeah, it's over. We lose. If I was going to say, if we win the tie, we get Ogerpon at 1 HP. And we're big chilling. But obviously, it's not the case. And we get embarrassed in the tie. They go for U-turn. So they're keeping the core real low. Okay. I see you. I see you. Here I'm going to go for Earth Power. Yeah. Here I'm going to go for Earth Power. Dragonite looks good too, honestly. But I'm pretty sure we're just going to go for a Kyurem endgame. Okay. So, oh, that Earth Power did a lot. So it's offensive ace. But yeah, I like the U-turn there. Now we can just bring in Valiant. And just Calm Mind. I don't mind this. Get it? Sorry, I didn't even intend to say that. And I'm profusely apologize for what I just said. But basically, we're going Valiant to force out this Ogerpon. Glowking should be a pretty easy pick for them. Will they just stay in? No, we can Moonblast, because if we Moonblast into Glowking, we'll just double to Scizor anyways. Yeah, because they might actually be scared of this. Clicking Swords Dance or something. So they might actually just stay in. Try to cudgel or play with us. Okay, so they make the right play to go Slowking. We're going to double here to Scizor. Yes, okay, great. They don't Chili. And now we'll go for a Defog. That's fine. It's a little annoying, but it's fine. We're going to knock this off so we don't take further Helm damage. Okay, they actually U-turn. They are very okay with Corv being at 1 HP. But we're going to go Lando here. And obviously they can't sack this. So we're just going to U-turn again on the Ogerpon. And it should be a roll. Nice. Ogerpon down is very nice for my mental. Okay. All Valiant? No. We could Kyurem, see what they're trying to do. You know, I'm realizing we don't even have the Terra Kyurem to beat their team, right? How much does Sludge Bomb do? Hmm. No, I'm down to hard Scizor. Because I think this is AV. Yeah, now we can knock off. And knock off is low-key major here. Because we killed this Corv. Now I'm really conflicted though. Like, who's the best Terra? D-Knight or Kyurem? I think in an ideal situation, I'd be able to Terra D-Knight and use Kyurem early to force Terra Tinglu. And then D-Knight endgame win. Hmm. If Terra's BP somehow kills Cinderace, I'm going for it though. Yeah, not even close. 35.8 max. This is a tricky spot though. It probably is just sack Lando. But then what? For Earth Power. And then bring in Kyurem. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Bring in Kyurem after. I don't even know if they U-turn here. Okay, I was gonna say they could respect Scarf, but I guess there is no reason for our team to be Scarf. But this damage obviously reveals that we're some tank set. So I'm curious how they respond to it. They go Tinglu instantly, so Terra's 100% coming out here. Yep. Okay, we only hit Spear twice, which is not great, but I think we're fine for the Dragonite win. Okay, then we hit 5 times, so we'll take that. And we could actually just win the game on the spot if we hit 5 times again. But, oh, they're rest. Okay. Well, now they're Giga Walled by Dragonite. So, I'm totally fine with that. We'll just go Valiant here. Calm Mind, threatening an Encore. It also keeps the Slowking low. So, definitely down. Unless their Cinderace is for some reason max attack Will-O-Wisp, I think we're chilling. Okay, that Shadow Ball does quite a bit. And we actually live. It's a Moonblast here. Well, no. Yeah, no. Yeah, Shadow Ball's fine. Shadow Ball's fine. We're tripping. It should be like 100% win anyways. Restock Fairy Lou. I guess that does make sense for their team because they're defog plus court change. They're not going to run rocks. Let's see what they decide to sack. It could just be hard Raging Bolt, honestly, and try to clap us. Okay, so they want to keep their Tinglu low. I'm also totally fine with that because I think we can actually just Dragon Dance on Tinglu. And that should just be 100% game. Yeah. Unless it's like Shuka Glow King. Okay, well, here I want to keep this thing low, so I'm actually going to Moonblast again. Even if they stay in and think that they got us, I think that is optimal. Payback's wording is always funky. I'm always like, what does this actually do? But it's just always doubled if you're slow. So it's really good for Tinglu. It's pretty strong, 100 power too. Actually, we could Shadow Ball now. Like, what do we lose from that? Well, yeah, I'm crazy. Because, like, they go back to Tinglu. Tinglu's chipped even more. We Moonblast. They go Slowking. Then what? Right now, they're trying to figure out how they can pivot around Dragonite. At this point, I'm about to Shadow Ball again, expecting Slowking. Yep. Now just Moonblast. They're deciding to sack Tinglu. But Loki, buddy, I don't really want you to do that. Because now we bring in the D-Knight. We dance up. Okay. Knock out the Cinderace. Reggie Bolt is in. Terra Blast, and now Bullet Punch sweeps. Perfect game. But yeah, I mean, I say perfect game, but like I said, HO always comes down to very specific turns getting right. And if you don't get them right, this game could have been easily an easy game for the opponent's side. But we're able to pull it through. Catch you for the next game. Okay, I don't usually want the same person in the same video, but they did change something to Weavile to Iron Moth, so we'll accept that as a change and run it down. Just lead Ogerpon. They lead Ninetales, we'll just Swords Dance up. Okay, and now we threaten critting everything, so let's see if it happens. No, sir. But I'm down to just play rough here. Like, I truly do not mind taking this pulse. And then now we can go Lando. They go for Dragon Pulse again. They're crazy. But we're just going to Earth Power, expecting the hat. Wait, I forgot the Veil was up. So hat low-key walls us. I think we're going to lose this. I think I was like, this is boring. We've already played this team. And I'm just sequencing really badly now. We'll sack this. Just hard Scizor here. Yeah. And we'll what was U-turn? I think U-turn's fine. Yep. Ursaluna in. Lando to intimidate. We'll go back to Scizor. Yeah, I'm sorry guys. I'm not taking this game too serious because I genuinely get so bored playing the same matchups again. But here I'll just knock. Okay, speed boost Iron Moth. We'll just hard D-Knight. And a T-Spike. Okay, that's pretty bad. We'll D-Dance here. Oh, they're Whirlwind. Okay, well, we might be cooked then. We have to Encore them into Whirlwind. Hope Kyurem doesn't get pulled. Okay. Now we'll hard switch Scizor. Wow. Well, that sucks. But I just don't care. I know that sounds really bad, but I just truly am like, whatever, you know? I mean, maybe we can win D-Knight, who knows? I'll defog. Okay. Now we'll bring in Valiant, and let's knock this guy out, sure. Okay, hat's in. We'll Moonblast. We get the Spatak drop. Cool. We'll sack Kyurem. We'll sack Lando. Then we'll go D-Knight, and we'll try to D-Dance twice for the victory, I guess. I don't know. I don't think we're gonna win, because Cha should live any hit, but we'll go for it. Okay, I get Psy-Noised. Just Earthquake. And then I guess we'll just calc to see if offensive Cha would drop to this. Or if we're going for Roost. Yeah, that is nothing. That does zero. Zilch. And that damage definitely reveals that +2 is not killing either. Yeah, we'll just Roost. Oh, the Strength Sap. Okay. Alright, well, we'll D-Dance again then. And we'll spam it until they decide to attack us, I guess. Okay, they go for it. And they burn. Yeah, I mean, genuinely, like, whatever. Like, I'm sorry. I'm actually sorry for this performance, because this was genuinely the least inspired game I've ever played in my life. I hate playing against the same team, because they know all your sets, and then they make changes, and it's just whatever. But we'll get this final game versus this insane team, by the way, and then we'll end it there. Alright, so they have Double Fairy, Glamora, King Gambit, Aloe, Raging Bolt. What in the... What is this team? How do they beat Ogerpon? Should I just lead it? Guess I'm leading it. Oops, I actually checked my rank. I'm just going to Sword Stance. Why not? How are they stopping Sword Stance? What is their play? Hard Glamora and be like Scarf? I don't know. I mean, I guess if they do hard Glamora, probably should scout it. But let's see what happens. We have a Trick Room. Okay, it's a Trick Room team. Alright, we're gonna Power Whip. Okay. Okay. Okay, I guess I'm a little bit tilted. Because that is just annoying. I would have loved to break this sash so I could do the same play. Or even force them to Mystical Fire my Ogerpon and stay in, but life doesn't always give you lemons. Alright, let's see if they're Draco. We're gonna go for Earth Power. They are not. Cool. I guess we'll just Earth Power again. Because they probably just go Hat. So they're definitely Psychic Noise, Dazzling Gleam, Healing Wish. They're not Mystical Fire like we scouted. It's good to know. Now we can use Scizor as an answer into it reliably. I mean, I'm kind of down to get my rocks up, to be frank. Yeah. Hell yeah. Okay, now let's go Ogerpon. Let's try to connect a whip. Raging Bolt might drop to this. Power Whip is so strong, yeah. Now where do they go? Try to get T-Spikes up. King Gambit also makes sense. Down to just cudgel this for the damage trade on this, because King Gambit is a giga threat now that I look at it. Awesome. Great damage. And now we can go D-Knight and dance, low-key. I'm not sure how they stop D-Knight. I think they have to tear their Glamora or tear their Aloe or something. Or no, not tear Aloe, but be like Tickle Aloe. Okay, it actually is. I think that's fine. We'll just try to dance again. They're probably going to fish Skullburn, but if they get it first try, what can you do? Yeah, okay. We're just going to dance again anyways. Yeah, now they'll wish up their King Gambit, sure. This was their counterplay to Dragonite. Just pray. Just don't even think. Just pray. But it works. Alright, here we're just going to go Scizor. We'll BP and then we'll defog probably. This is a grumpy lax episode because I'm using HO, which I don't find that entertaining, and we're also getting hacks. Like, this guy's just instant burning every time. Like, why the fuck not? Go ahead, buddy. Well done. Alright, hat's in now. We'll click sub. For Gleam, of course. Actually, yeah, they don't lose anything from Gleam. We'll go Scizor here, actually. And then we'll U-turn, expecting them to switch their hat out. Yeah. Yeah. That's what we'll do. The hat that should be dead is about to go insane versus us. Oh, okay. They just go for Gleam again, because why the fuck not? They can. Sure, buddy. Well played, well played. This is my most tilting video yet. What do I even do here? Pray for an Omega crit? I'll switch out first. We'll see if we can knock this. I guess there's no reason to. Let's just BP. I feel like I just wasted this recording by getting tilted and then just playing bad in the last two games. Like, I genuinely feel like I just wasted 30 minutes just getting tilted over nothing. But it happens. Like, you run into a guy who knows all your sets while having new sets of his own with a counter team set, Iron Moth and Whirlwind. And then you run into this team that doesn't even make any sense at all, and they hacks you on turn 2. Like, I guess getting tilted makes sense, right? Okay, still have a chance. Yeah, we still have a chance if we don't get dropped here. Alright, they're Terra Steel, so we don't. Whatever. Alright, you know what? We're gonna get one more, because we can't end on a crying tilt streak. We'll just do one more. Okay. We're playing against this guy? Sure. I feel like I've played against this team many times before. But I'm not sure I recall all the sets. Let's see, was this an RMT? Yeah, I definitely played against this so many times. Okay, it's Specs, Bolts, U-turn Ogerpon, so we're definitely going to lose that tie. AB Hat, Terra Blast Gambit. Alright, should be loads of fun. Let's lead Kyurem. Let's not lead Kyurem. That was clearly a terrible idea. Let's go for sub. Go for Mystical Fire. It doesn't actually break sub, which is crazy. So now we can spear for a positive trade because they hit us one time, which means Draining Kiss does less damage to us. Or, I mean, heals them less. That's what I meant. I'll protect here. Yeah, I'm not the hard Scizor. Why not? They're not gonna Mystical Fire. Yep. Now we can U-turn. Now we can bring in Ogerpon, and we can click Power Whip, like a Bouse. Because either we bring this Lando to 1 HP, or they switch Ogerpon, but they're just U-turning. But now what do they do? Bring in Zama? That's good damage. Honestly, pretty insane stay from them now that I think about it, but alright. Hero just hard Lando. The ID. Well, Earth Power then. We'll go for this trade versus Zama. If this trade happens, then we could actually win this game. Okay. So they go Hat. We'll U-turn into Scizor, I think. We don't need Scizor for anything else except denying Hat HP. Mystical Fire is free for them, but are they about it? We're about to see if they're about it. Okay, they are. My bad. Now we'll go Kyurem and we'll Spear. Spear has no switch-ins at this point. Yep. What does that even force them into? Gambit or Za? The Gambit, we just hard Lando versus it every time. Although, now that I think about it, they could go Ogerpon, but I feel like it's probably not happening. We'll see. Honestly, think about I should have subbed with Kyurem. Okay, they go Gambit, it's fine, it's fine. Let's get Rocks up. Let's get this permanent chippage versus him. Or surely he doesn't take this Earth Power, right? Wait, surely you don't take Earth Power. You go Ogerpon. So I think U-turn might be the play, but if they just attack, yeah, okay, this is better. So they take the Earth Power so they can Terra Blast, pull Rocks up. They probably just Terra Blast again, but I think that's fine. Oh. Oh, buddy, I'm hard switching Valiant and Encore you now. Oh, buddy. Okay, he might have messed up. He might have messed up bad. It might just be game. Do we need +2 to Oko Ogerpon? The answer is... Oh, that's Quark Drive. Make sure to always check that off. The answer is yes. So we're going to comment again. As they rock up. No, you can't be serious. No, this can't be real. I'm going to get another Combine then. And now it's really over unless you crit us with Raging Bolt. What an insane Stealth Rock. That didn't matter. This is how you rejuvenate yourself. When you're tilted, you Q again. You boss up. This guy really wanted his HP on King Gambit that he let me get 3 Combines for it, essentially. And a swift loss. Yep, bye-bye Gambit. And GG. I'll take that final victory. I'll link this team down below, but, you know, like I said, you have to be very precise, and this Kyurem set probably isn't even good. It didn't do anything for us, thinking about it. But, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the tilt, and I will see you for the next video coming soon. Peace and take care.